Okay, it says we're live, but I'm waiting for the picture on a Monday morning. Hey, I got a picture.
All right.
There we go. Good morning, friends.
Hey, everybody.
Our first friend is Bethany. Good morning. How are we today?
Hey, Bethany.
Book Lover says hi. Not Bryn says hi. Wow, Gail's here early.
Hey, Gail.
Gail wants to know what the plan for the day is.
Oh, no idea what I'm doing.
Chaos. Plan is chaos, people. Hope you're all well. Look at all these people coming in. Kermito's here. Joyviel's here. How's everybody doing?
How are we today?
Athena loves Notorious B.I.G. Molly Cat Scott, I just came back from my month-long summer camp and I'm glad to see you.
Welcome back. I hope you had a good time at summer camp.
Joe says, hi, so happy I can make it. You're all awesome.
Oh, welcome.
Frankie Roth says, good morning. Canned Water Production says, hello, darling.
Hello.
Cheese says, morning.
Hey, Cheese.
Amy says, hi, how are you too?
We're doing good, thank you.
Sage says, good morning. I woke up to this notification.
I'm so happy you guys are getting the notifications.
Side says, this is just what I needed after I got appendicitis to cheer me up. Thanks,
Oh,
Scott.
no.
Oh, gosh, that's no good.
Our son had to have his appendix removed last year.
Honey, 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Scott. I'm a 13-year-old from India, and you inspired me to do art.
Oh, thank you.
Hello from Romania. Love your art. Dalton says good morning. Ellen says good morning.
Hey, Ellen.
How you doing, Ellen? Mark says, hey, guys, how are you today?
Doing good, thanks.
And apparently Mark is leaving in 6 days to go watch the Olympics.
That's amazing.
Will this be in markers?
No, I'm in a gouache mood.
So I was told. Colleen says, chaos is the name of my household. Good morning, Scott and Donna.
Hey, Colleen.
Hi, Colleen. I feel ya. We have been to the UK, but we've only been to London. We have great plans of being a lot of other places in the UK, as well as Scotland and Ireland. Let's see. Good morning. I've officially passed 200 days of drawing. That's Leon.
Hey, that's
Yay!
great.
Good for you. Let's see. Let's see. Well, we only have one person working on our Discord now. So if you read all the way to the bottom of the rules, there is a way for you to get in without having to wait. So just read all the way to the bottom of the rules. Grace says, good morning from Pennsylvania.
Good morning.
I'm binding a booklet on owl cats for my D&D campaign.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
That does sound like fun. Jam Art's asking, who is the Notorious B.I.G? And Steph Nerd goes, morning, Biggie. What? I think you just broke Steph Nerd.
I know Steph Nerd would like this, but yeah, I've never, that I know of, listened to any of Biggie's music. I just needed something to draw, and this seemed like a cool picture to draw, so that's all.
There you go.
But he was a rapper, as they say, back in the day.
Back in the day. Just stop with back in the day, for crying out loud. Tea of the day is the Harrods Knightsbridge blend. Let's see. Good morning from Oklahoma.
Good morning.
There are so many videos on drawing people cadence.
Yeah, there's a video on people.
Yep.
And lots of shorts.
Check the videos out first, and if you have any specific questions, go ahead and put them in the chat. Dueshi says, hi, I really love watching you draw. It gives me a lot of motivation. By the way, I'm from India, so good evening.
Good evening.
We have a good night from Cambodia and a
Good
love from
night.
Turkey.
Hello.
Skyla, it's the first time I'm watching your channel for a year now. Finally had the time and excited. And
I'm
Gouache, yay.
glad you made
They
it.
said hi from the UK.
Hello.
Ooh, Canned Water Productions retracted a message. I always wonder what it was when you guys retract messages. Was it a code?
Scandalous.
Was it scandalous? Was it a code? Was it something fun? Cheese just returned from band camp to watch this.
Fantastic.
We have a good morning from Kentucky.
Good
Shelby
morning.
says, good morning. You also inspired me to do art.
Oh, thank you.
There is a short on Scott's bracelets. They are all from places we have traveled to. We have never been to Australia, and I came... Funny story. Let's have a story moment on a Monday morning.
Does
with
it
Dawn.
involve spiders?
Yes, it does.
Always.
Yep. So, you know how Facebook shows you your memories, right? Whatever. Okay, so I pop up my Facebook memories, and there's a video of a woman freaking out because there's a spider the size bigger than a dinner plate, okay, in her window. And it's one of those huntsman spiders, and I'm trying really hard not to use any expletives on the chat because, oh my God, I just about died. I'm like, I can't, I'm sorry, I can never go there. I'm sorry, I can't do it. And I don't care if you tell me that they are not going to hurt me. It's a visual thing. Like no, just no. No. Royson says, it always amazes me how fast Scott can sketch. It takes me ages.
The problem is you never know if they're going to come out looking like the person or not. So these are very rough. If I was trying to get it exactly like it, I would trace it. But yeah, these are very rough.
It's okay.
They're just to do something, you know?
To do something on a live. Yay! Because we can. Let's see. Molly Webb says, hi, Scott and Donna. Stuck my Dragon and Guild posters to the wall, and they look great up there.
Oh,
Yay!
fantastic.
Ghost Oracle, there's a video. Everything I know about gouache. So start there. 18 Radios says, hey, Scott, I really want to know how many sketchbooks you've finished over the years in art.
Probably about maybe 50.
Maybe more than that. Let's see. Book Lover likes my story times. Yes, bigger than a dinner plate. I'm not kidding.
But to be fair, Australian dinner plates are like this big.
No, they're not. For crying out loud, I'm going to show you that video and you're going to lose your mind. The thing was just ridiculous. Ugh. Have you ever drawn Eminem or Slim Shady?
No.
Let's see. Yeah, we should be on here for about 90 minutes.
Yes.
Gail, possible discussion topic. My bestie texted a picture of an abstract piece of art of a cat. She asked my opinion on it. I said, if you're a huge cat lover, it's cute and she should get it. Otherwise, that was one of two. So let me find Gail's number 2. I'll assume you're still typing, Gail. Oh, there's number 2. It's just okay. Then I brought up possibly getting a paint by numbers and painting it herself. She's creative but not artistic. And she said, no thanks, I don't want to do fake art. Oh, brother. I'm insulted because she suggested a paint by number. I'm insulted. I have a paint by number. You tell your friend I'm insulted.
Well, I mean, are they an artist?
No, she says they're not an artist.
No. Okay, so well, anyways, that's fine.
Oh, Bethany says, we'll go to Australia and I'll keep all the scary spiders away from you. I will tell you all why this is not a good idea. This is not a good idea because when Bethany comes over to my house and I see a spider, she picks it up very gently and takes it outside and puts it on a bush. Now, if you can imagine that she does this with something that's the size of I don't know, a dime or a quarter, what would she do with something the size of a dinner plate? She would pick it up, she would pet it, she would make it her best friend, and she would walk around with it on her shoulder. That is what Bethany would do, and that is why we cannot go to Australia together. Pick another country. Thank you. Moving on.
Sorry, I lost the picture on
Oh
Google
no.
Drive, so now I'm trying to find it again.
Let's see. Oh, Zagadis is watching this right before school. Don't get into trouble. I don't know if you've ever done anything on how to draw hands, because you don't even like drawing hands.
There's a short on how to draw hands.
Is there? Okay. So there you go. So check out the short on how to draw hands.
Okay.
Scott, there's a video, Ruby, on should I make art a career? Is it a video or a short?
Video.
Okay, so there's a video on should I make art a career, but if you want to answer it, you can. They're wanting to know should I make art a career or a hobby?
It really comes down to if you have any other skills, I would do that and then keep art as a hobby. And then if your hobby turns into something where you're making money at, then you could quit. But I didn't have any other skills. I didn't have anything else that I could fall back on. So art was all I had. Sorry,
You had
I
other
have like
skills?
1,000 photos here, and one of them is Biggie Smalls.
Hello from North Carolina. This is the first live I've been able to make. That's Sarah.
Welcome.
I enjoy the rough look of a sketch. That's Shiru. Caden says, I don't sketch. I just go for it and see what happens.
Oh, well, there's a lot of artists who do that.
No.
I can't. I have to draw it all out. Like Kim could do that.
Kim makes amazing things out of nothing.
Yeah, he just starts with a splat.
Oh, that reminds me. This weekend is the first weekend of August. Are you guys going to go live?
He's on vacation, so I'm going to reach out and double check.
Oh, he's on vacation. That's right.
Come on, you're here somewhere.
Yeah. Let's see. Did you know more people die from coconuts than shark attacks every year? You know what? It's funny that you mentioned that, Scully. I actually have heard that people die from getting hit by coconuts. I didn't know more people died from that than shark attacks, but that amazes me. I'm always looking up whenever I'm like going near a coconut tree because those are not to mess with. And Frankie says there are huntsman spiders in the U.S. and that they're not trying to freak me out. Yeah. Okay. Thanks for that. Now I can't leave my house.
There's one right behind you.
Yeah.
But I'm not trying to freak you out.
Okay. But seriously, if I was in Australia and a big giant spider that was like a foot wide from leg to leg, right, came walking towards me, and those things move. They move ridiculously fast. I'm trying really hard not to swear because
Hey, I found it.
There's no way I'm not going to have a heart attack on the spot and just like collapse. There's no way. It's not. It's just. It's the visual of the thing. There's no way. Rionum says, Scott, I just want to say thanks for getting me back into art. I love it, but I sometimes take a break and then stop for a couple months, but I've been drawing a lot lately.
Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad you're making art again.
Let's see. Hi from Scotland.
Hello.
Cheese says Australia is trying to kill you. That is correct. There's a reason why they're an island and all the things stay on the island. Because that's where they belong.
Like the cassowaries.
Yes. No, the cassowaries are sweet.
No, they're literally murder chickens.
They're not murder chickens. Everybody's just, come on. He does draw animals. We did 30 days of national animals.
Yeah,
and
there's a playlist for that.
Yep, it was super fun.
And there's also a playlist for my visits to the Nashville Zoo.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I drew a cassowary.
Kane says, I'm a sketchbook hoarder and still couldn't hype myself up to use them. I always feel like my art is not good enough to waste the paper, even though now I have money to waste on the art supplies now.
Yeah, you got to get over that.
Oh,
You
don't.
got to get over
Don't
that.
wait. Don't. No.
You can't. Everything, you got to remember that art supplies are expendables. They're not to keep.
No, consumables,
Consumable,
baby.
sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
Blow dryer.
Oh, no, wait. Okay. Sorry. Trying really hard to... See, Steph knows. She would 100% pet it. Yeah, she would. It'd be sitting on her shoulder like a parrot. All she'd need would be an eye patch. Oh, great. I don't want to know, Kieran, what else is there. If you're saying it's not just the spiders you have to watch out for. I don't want to know what else is there. Yes, Lily, I would do the same thing, only I'd be running the other direction. Well away from her. Like, she'd be the sacrificial lamb. Yep. Aw. The guy who asked. I'm glad that you're here doing that. The guy who asked says, I always watch these streams while making my own art. It's cool.
Oh. All right, so if you guys could look, the glue is...
Oh, it's coming undone.
Yeah, so I'm going to have to go get some clips.
Uh-oh. You have a couple... Here, honey, you want this one?
The little ones.
Oh, I don't have a little one. I have a big one. No, I have no little clippies. Sorry. Only the big clip. Only the big quippy, not the little ones.
Okay, that one did not want to be a part of this.
It was like, I don't want to be on camera. I'm jumping off. Let's see. Gail says, I told her that guidance on... This is the third one. I told her that guidance on paint placement doesn't equal fake. I thought it was interesting that she thought that just because it wouldn't be paint from her imagination that it wasn't real.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I could do a paint by numbers. There's nothing wrong with that. If it's fun, if it's something that I want to do, what does it matter? I think people still think that they have to do a masterpiece every time that they pick up a paintbrush.
Sure they do.
And that's just not how it is.
Are you sure about that, Saba?
Yeah.
Kaz, there is a video called Everything I Know About Watercolor. And can you talk about the paper that you're using right now? What's the paper?
It's hot press watercolor paper.
Okay. Let's see. And just for the record, Kieran says there's way worse things in Australia than the spiders. And I don't even want to know what those are. I don't even want to know. You keep them to yourself. Pretty please and thank you. Mocha says, I have like 10 interests and art is one of them. I feel like I can't commit to art, but I want to.
Well, you'll get around to it when you can. There's no rush.
Yeah, try something else.
And when you are ready to commit to art, you do it. That's it.
Colleen says Bethany would make her spider have a stunning matching collar and leash. You want to know what's funny is all of the comments on here about Bethany are absolutely 100% accurate. That is how she is. Like, one of these days I'm going to find out she got like mauled by a tiger or something because she was like, here, kitty, kitty, kitty. That's her. She's just so funny that way. Don't get me wrong, I don't want her to be mauled, but it might happen. Oh, Anne-Marie is here.
Hey, Anne-Marie.
Hi, sweetie. Good morning.
How was Comic-Con?
Anne-Marie's not at Comic-Con.
Oh, sorry.
That's Dana.
Dana Mercury. Sorry.
He can't keep anything straight. Bear with me.
I knew somebody went to Comic-Con.
I know you knew somebody, but it wasn't Anne-Marie. Fishy says, I always feel so guilty. Don't. When I trace, because it feels like cheating. It isn't.
Nope.
I have to remind myself that it's still learning in some way. You're correct.
It's not even learning. It's a tool. You can use it. I trace. Professionals trace. Blow dryer.
Wait. Go ahead. Let's see. Oops. The chat jumped again. Jovial, you'll have to like send us pictures or post pictures somewhere so we can see what it looks like. Oh, Darkness Ridge. I've seen pictures of spider rain. Yeah, Donna's just not going. Not gonna happen. Let's see. Us Aussies are happy here down under. God bless you for that. No. I can't do it. I literally probably would have a heart attack seeing a spider that big. I love Scott's term murder chickens. That's what they called them. Let's see. Oh, Athena's going to visit their aunt in England this month, and the aunt is taking them to a drawing convention.
Oh, that's great.
That sounds so cool. Oh my God. Did I send you the video? I know I didn't. Oh, I hate it when I do that. Okay, so one of the museums in London, what's the one we want to go to?
Oh, you did. The one they're having like a drawing.
The drawing. Doesn't that sound fun?
Yep. Was it the Tate or the National Gallery?
Is the National Gallery. So the National Gallery in London, for all of you guys, anybody that can get there or lives close or whatever, they have these classes. You can sign up and they bring models in and they have these models and they're
the Frisk does that too, right?
Do they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, it sounds better in England.
Yeah, of course.
Anyway, but they bring models in and you can sign up and it's free and you go and you can sketch the models in the museum and they do it every month. And it just looked like so much fun. And I thought, oh, you know what? I would love to like sit in the back and just write. That would be so cool. And like you could draw and I could write. We have to go to London when they're doing that. Okay. Like we have to schedule the trip like whenever we're going to go so that you can do that and I can just sit there and write because that looks like so much fun. It just looked like so much fun. Anyways, you guys should check out the video. It just looked like so much fun. Let's see. We would hope at some point there would be DVDs of Animal Crackers 2, but it's not even made yet, so we'll keep you posted.
Yeah, and we'll also make DVDs of Animal Crackers 1 as well.
Mm-hmm. Maybe a box set with a director's cut would be nice.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It would have been nice to have a DVD of the first movie.
See, Rainbow Sweet's having the same problem. Whenever I start a new sketchbook, I get this anxiety because it's the first page, and then after the first page, I go hard on all the other pages. Scott does a really nice painting at home in his first page. I paste a quote in the first page of my journals. You just put something there so that it started and you can just keep going. You can move on. Okay, Minim says, hi, hope y'all are having a fine day, but any tips on drawing or painting while having negative thoughts slipping in, not exactly mine, but they are told to me, or do I just power through it?
Told to you. Can you get away from the person telling you this? Because you have to set boundaries.
Yeah, you don't need to be...
You gotta set boundaries and get away from people who are being negative to you. Mm-hmm. You have that right.
Yeah. Don't binder clips leave indents on the paper. I never use them for that reason.
Not really. The thick watercolor paper. If it's thin paper, it could, but not really this watercolor paper.
Ash Rain loves spiders, and says, I try to understand why people are scared, poopless, but I don't know. I don't get it. I'm the people. I'm the people. I'm the people. It's me. Because they're just creepy looking. Cadence asks, what's the difference between hot press and cold press?
There's a short on that, but hot press is smooth and cold press is bumpy.
Mm-hmm. What do you use hot press paper
for?
for?
It's not like there's a law or rule or anything like that.
Specifically.
Me particularly, I like hot press for gouache and I like cold press for watercolors.
And why do you like that?
Well, watercolors is made for cold press, but I like the hot press for gouache because I like I like the paint strokes to be what's important with gouache, but with watercolor, the texture of the paper is more important. Blow dryer.
Hold on. There's no ink today because it's gouache. So Scott will lay down the pencils and then paint over it because gouache is opaque. So there won't be any inking today. I'm jumping around the chat, Watermelonade, because my chat jumps, and if Scott answers a question, usually I'm a little bit behind. Gail, I understand being intimidated by artistic things. I mean, I live with Scott, but she has to want to do it. And maybe she just doesn't want to do it enough. You know what I mean? Gail says, I even suggested she could customize it by replacing the colors with varying shades of her favorite color, pink. I think she's just intimidated by anything artistic.
Yeah, and that's fine. There's so many people who are intimidated by artistic things, and you don't need to force them. If you remember my analogy of, if you look at art like video games, you have. If you want to play, no one has to tell people to go play video games. No one has to encourage someone to try to play video games. Either people like playing video games or they don't. And that's how I see art, is some people just don't have an interest in it. And there's no point in forcing them. If they want to do it, they'll do it.
Yep. The emo Smurf is going out today to buy a new sketchbook because they filled their one they had with comic doodles.
That's fantastic.
I love that. Is there a video on eyes?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kitsy Kima, check out a video on eyes. Maybe that'll
Under
help.
my videos section.
Yeah. Let's see. Ghost Oracle wants to post their art, but they're not sure what the best platform is.
Every platform. You never know which one's gonna click.
Yeah. Oh, Darkness Ridge says, by the way, if you're not going to go to Australia, perhaps you could all come to India. I bet Bethany would get along with the Cobras just fine. Yeah, sure she would. Please don't encourage her to wind up having one more thing that's going to be able to kill her that she would try to pet. She'd be like, oh, look, it has little flaps that come out. How pretty. Hey, Ellen found a local place that does a monthly figure drawing night. Oh, gosh. Boy, are you in the right place, girl. That sounds like fun. Newer Com says, I just saw your short on losing interest. I had the same thing with my first actual time trying a colored pencil drawing.
Yeah. It happens. It's just normal.
Time Me Too says, what would you recommend for drawing a hairy subject? How much or how little hair should I include?
Well, I mean, it depends. If you're drawing like something like a Yeti, then do all of the hair. If you're drawing a human being and you think they might be self-conscious about it, then maybe just stylize the hair. It really depends on are you painting a real person, or are you painting an animal or a fictional creature?
Let's see. Scott has used Copic markers. Ghost Oracle goes a completely different way. They say, I always leave the first page blank and sometimes fill it when the sketchbook is finished.
Interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting. So it doesn't intimidate you, which is fantastic. Because a lot of people, that first page is very intimidating. So good for you. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, so Ghost Oracle is 14 and wants to do game design in the future, so they're building their skills now to prepare.
That's great. Very smart.
Wow. And I'm stunned that you're 14 and thinking about your future. Good for you.
Blow
That is
dryer.
awesome. Oop, hold on. Jay, he has ripped up so many pieces online during the videos. It's crazy. Let's see.
All right, I think it's time to start working in some details.
My lips never look that good when I put lipstick on. I'm just saying. Ooh, Frankie Roth is doing an ancient Egypt themed junk journal spread today. I started it yesterday in an A&O letter-sized notebook. I stuck my copy of The Gothic Vampire in the front. Look at you.
Oh, that's cool.
Let's see. Yeah, I don't know if that's a thing. Hey, Scott, I'd love it if you made a video going over your channel diagnostics because it's a shocking amount of your viewers seem to be Irish.
Irish?
Yeah, I don't know.
No, we don't have a large amount of people. It's American and then Indian.
Yeah, India is a huge...
Is our second.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that there aren't a lot of Irish. It's just they're not a shocking amount. But I love that.
Athena has many sketchbooks that they've never finished, but they won't go back to. You know, I think that's okay. You don't have to. Good for you. I
posted my Corner of Shame
Did
short
you?
this morning. That's what they're talking about.
I just, maybe it was a couple months ago or a month or so ago, I decided that the paper I was working on, which was a craft paper, what was more important to me was that my pen was flowing smoothly on the paper. So it was the end of the month and I went, nope, no more. And I put it away and I got out a new one with the smoother paper because I was using craft paper.
Nice.
Yeah. And I love, you know me, I love the brown craft paper.
Yeah.
Love it, love it, love it. But I prefer the smooth pen on the paper more.
Yeah.
Chuck sent you a tip and said, I've got nothing to ask, just happy to see you painting Biggie, LOL.
Thanks, Chuck.
You're funny. Have you ever done pottery?
I think in like elementary school or something like that, but nothing I can really remember.
Do you think I should enter a portrait or a landscape for my county fair?
I think if it's something that makes you happy, you absolutely should, but you shouldn't not do it because of any kind of fears. There's nothing wrong with entering your art into things. Do it for the experience, you know, and just remember before you get into it, just remember that you're being judged by people who have tastes. And some people have a taste that aligns with yours, some people don't. Art is very subjective, so never, ever, ever take it personally if your work isn't appreciated by the wrong people.
And I'm just going to give a little shout out to Bethany because she made it a goal this year of doing 3 shows. She wanted to take her pieces and put them into 3 shows. And she is now in 6. She's done, is it 5 or 6?
I lost count.
I know. Anyways.
I lost count after 2, though.
I know, honey. It's hard to count that high. I am just so proud of her because she is putting herself out there, and I think it's amazing that you want to put stuff in your county fair. I think you should put in whatever makes you the most happy when you look at it, and just do it. Don't be afraid to do it, because I'm telling you, I watched Bethany be terrified to do it, and people time and time again, and she's an amazing painter. And I'm not just saying that because she's my friend, because believe me, I throw her under the bus all the time. But people are responding to her art and are loving the pieces that has done and put herself out there. And every time she is putting herself out there emotionally, because this is something that she's loved and that she's painted. So You guys, you should just do it. Put yourself out there and do it. Sean's septic eye. It's kind of gross, actually. As a fellow autistic, how do you balance the want/desire to produce art and also the risk of burnout? I can never finish a piece anymore and have tons of oil paintings half finished.
Well, so does Bethany. I'm saying there's just sometimes you just go through a period where you just can't do anything you like, and when that hit me, I took like 10 years off, and one of the things that helped me get back into art was changing my medium. That was the best thing. Just try something new. I went from colored pencils and I started learning watercolors and then eventually gouache.
So 5 juried and 2 open entries. So you've done 7 now? Seven. Huh. Okay. So this is me going to be reminding you that and I'm reminding you on a live, that you said you were going to do 3 and now you've done 7. Girl, I'm so proud of you. That is crazy. That's crazy. And you never thought you'd do 3. Haha, you were wrong. 7. Wow. When doing watercolors, Dawson feels like they end up oversaturating / overdoing it with darker, richer shades as they go from light to dark. Any advice?
Practice. You're just getting into the darks too soon. Just try lighter washes until you can get just the right technique. But really, it's just you got to learn to just do a few more lighter washes before you come in with the darks.
And maybe letting it dry in between?
Yeah, definitely that helps.
Let's see. Caden says, my library has a paint night every once in a while, and my grandma and I love to do it together. Oh, That's love hearing fun. That. That's fantastic. That is awesome. Let's see. Yeah, we can't play music because it is copyright stuff.
Yeah, which is why we might go back to doing some lives on TikTok where you can play music.
Yep, because
we missed that.
Because we can. Let's see. We have not been watching the Olympics. We have been. I don't know.
We've never watched the Olympics.
Yeah, we've never really been. I don't know. I used to like to watch figure skating when I was a kid.
Yeah.
That always was fun to me. The gymnastics portion of it always scared me. I was afraid they were going to like break an ankle or something. Jam Art wants to know if you have any tips for character designs.
Not really. I'm not much of a character designer, but I would follow artists that do that.
How was it working with Ian McKellen?
Oh, he was amazing. He was amazing. He was so nice. The very first thing he did was say, would you like a picture for social media? Which I'm like, yes. He signed a painting I did for my kids. He was just really fun. Just a really, really nice person. I was really unprepared for the experience, so I'm looking forward to hopefully working with him again.
And being more prepared for the experience?
Yeah.
You're funny. Let's see. Stephanie says, Bethany can't just have one canvas. It makes sense. She would do more than one art event.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the nature of oils, though. Go ahead. They have to, dry in between, so more than one canvas makes sense. Mushroom Girl, that's rough. Erasers are important. Calibo, it was the longest amount of time he took to do a painting was the Animal Crackers movie poster, and it was 16 weeks. Craylastic says, let me unmute you. This is my first time watching one of your live streams. Do you have any advice on painting skin?
Yes, there's a short on that. I would recommend looking at that. But and I think there's a video or two as well. But yeah, I it depends on the medium, but I've got a lot of videos on that.
Let's see. Dawson
So
says, thank you, great advice. I get too eager about going in with those sharp, deep tones that really define the piece, and I end up overdoing it.
yeah, it's just teaching yourself not to get into too soon. Now the thing, if you go with gouache, you can. You know, you can just jump right in with dark colors and then lighten it up later. But right now, I'm looking at the photos, and I think I've got. Hold on, let me get the picture. I think I've got all of the values in the right spot, but now I just kind of want to blend, and you know, because there's some really nice purples and blues and whatnot here, but I just need to start to get the artsiness into it. And so I'm trying to figure out how to do that. Do I do it with little splotches? Do I do it with like graphical brush strokes or whatnot? So I'm going to probably start working a little bit more wet to see if I can get these colors to kind of blend a little bit more.
Okay. Let's see. Who is your favorite musician? Not necessarily by their music, but also personality and style.
My favorite musician right now is Seal. Yeah, I can't think of anything else to add to that, so I'll just leave it at that.
Okay. Let's see. Book Lover says, I can't and don't want to have TikTok, so if you go live there, I'd never see one of the lives again. That'd probably include others too. Please stay here.
I don't think it would be just TikTok. I'm just saying we just might start doing some once a week video lives on TikTok.
Yeah.
Just for the music.
Darkness Ridge says, do you have any tips for controlling my shaky hands?
Rest it on the table. That's what I do.
Let's see. Gosh, how many hours a day did you practice in high school? I have no idea how many hours is too long. That's Tori.
I don't think there is too long. I think there is, are you enjoying it? That's really all that matters. So if you're enjoying it, then just do it. So long as you're not neglecting family and, you know, chores and schoolwork and whatnot, you're okay. You're allowed to have something that makes you happy.
Let's see. Dana, it is gouache paint. That is what he's using right now. Yeah, we heard he took a tumble off stage as well. But they said that he was doing better. I'm sure he's in his 80s. He probably needed time to heal. So, you know. Abigail says, good morning.
Good morning.
Let's see. My school does independent studies, and I might do one in art to learn color theory because I don't understand shading at all.
Well, shading is values. Color theory is what colors to choose. So just if you're having trouble with shading, shading is also a technique.
Yeah.
Like you see, I'm not doing any shading with a pencil or anything like that. But Yeah, I mean, take whatever classes you can to help you understand some of the stuff a little better. I think that's great.
Oh, One Up Girl's here. How you
Hey, what up,
doing?
girl?
They want to know if we could go live on Twitch.
I've talked about doing that, but when I asked everybody here, they said, no, 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 it's horrible, don't do it. So I kind of got scared away from
Yeah.
doing that, but I do have a Twitch account. I just never used it.
Why are the lips so pink?
I haven't darkened them up yet. I just threw down a color for now. The gouache has a very, very long, ugly face. So things look really weird for a long time, and then they slowly start to kind of come together.
Yeah.
So it's not like the watercolors.
Yeah.
Like, I'm stuff's getting muddy, and I'm like, ugh, I don't really like this, and it's so hard for me to continue with gouache because I just go, oh, this is looking horrible. I should just throw this away, you know.
Yeah. Lightning Gladiator says good morning from the Netherlands.
Good morning.
Let's see. Oh, I need to tell you something later.
Okay.
When we're done. I keep forgetting to tell you. Book Lover says you could do a community poll and ask what your subscribers think. Lives on TikTok with music or here without. I don't think music matters that much to most of us, really. Casey, here's the thing. I'm going to take this one. When we first started going live, we were going live on TikTok, and we used to play music, and it was a completely different vibe. We miss the music.
Yeah.
It's an us thing. We miss the music. It's not it's not platform specific. It's we miss the music. And so Scott went live on TikTok about, what did you do, like a week or so ago? And it just felt like old times, like when we first started, because he had a playlist and all the other things. And I know not everybody has every streaming platform. We get that, but it's kind of a little bit I don't know, recent nostalgic for us because it's where it all started. So, and if we do decide to go live on TikTok, it would only be like once a week instead, and we'd still be here like another couple times a week. So, but that's the reason why. That's where it all started. So, let's see.
Yeah, I am just struggling.
A. Dawson says, thank you, and I appreciate you answering the few questions I have. It's my first time catching a live. Can you resaturate completely dried out gouache, even cheaper ones?
I don't know about cheaper ones, but I know like all of these
They're professional
gouache
grade.
are dried out. That's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to dry out, and then you're seeing me just add water to them, and that's how I paint. All of my gouache is dried out. You put a little bit on the thing, you use it, and then it dries out, and then you reactivate it with water. That's what they're made for. Same thing with watercolors. They're made for that. I am struggling big time.
Twitch is too wacky, another culture. Let's see. Yeah, we have not watched the Olympics. Please be careful on Twitch. There's a lot of trolls and spammers. Scott, you were a huge inspiration to me. I only recently started doing traditional art again. I want to start in watercolor and gouache.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
So for the tips for that, there's videos on everything I know about watercolor and everything I know about gouache, mocha mushrooms. So start there. Mitzi says good morning.
Good morning.
Autumn Rain says I prefer no music.
But you haven't heard my music yet.
Yeah, you really haven't. We like the music. So Scott has done digital art, and
there's a couple shorts on it.
Yeah, shorts. There you go. Let's see.
They weren't good.
Do you eat snacks while painting? What are your favorite snacks?
Not really much. I'll eat some candy. It'll usually be like an atomic fireball or something.
Um, kind of random, but I found a pack of, I think, 48 Prismacolors and I think a black marker for $20. Do you think it's just a really good deal or is there a problem with it? Was at Sam's Club.
Um, well, I would say if it's from Sam's Club, you can try it out. And if you don't like them, I'm sure they'll take it as a return.
Let's see. Ryan's here and says, good morning. Looks like a good old Christopher Wallace painting here.
I don't know who Christopher Wallace is.
Have you played an instrument before?
I tried, but I wasn't very good at it. I took guitar lessons when I was younger, and I took piano.
Gabriella loves your art style.
Thank you. Yeah, see, it's just not gelling. Blow dryer.
Hold on. Let me. Oops. Book lover, we haven't even decided to do it or not do it yet, but we would stay with, I don't know when we would do it at this point. Biggie is Christopher Wallace. That's his real name.
Oh, okay.
Didn't know that at all. What do you do when you run out of zebra brush pen ink?
I've never run out of zebra brush pen ink. I usually get rid of them before that because the nibs get rounded or flat or whatever.
The real Abby Lee says, oh my God, hi Scott. I wanted to ask you, I've recently been diagnosed with autism and I wanted to know how you deal with overstimulation when making art.
I don't get overstimulation when making art because I'm in the Hobbit hole and I can control my environment.
Unless I come down.
Yeah. And then I just kick the overstimulation out. But it's... If you're out and about somewhere, then it's headphones. It's taking a photo immediately before you start and trying to, or you give yourself the grace to get up and leave and finish at home or in a hotel room or wherever you're staying. Those are the best things, but the headphones are definitely the best. The noise canceling headphones.
We usually just leave if he starts to get overstimulated and we're out somewhere. We usually just go. Hence the taking the picture when we sit down. So, yeah, we're not gonna do the Kim Diaz ones. I think those are supposed to be on YouTube so he can build his YouTube channel. I think that's why we do it on YouTube, right? Or is it just better on YouTube to do the creator?
No. It's
They were like, maybe you could do the Kim Diaz ones on TikTok. I think that would be a hot mess, honestly, because
I don't know if we've done. Yeah, I don't think we've done that. But
No.
yeah, I mean, Kim's much bigger on TikTok.
yeah,
And I think the point was to try to
build
help
the
him,
YouTube
build
channel.
his following
Yeah.
here.
Plus, honestly, there's more chances of spam for something like that if we're on TikTok doing those lives. And those we can't control those. The chats on YouTube, the art chats have been a lot nicer. And you guys have a lot more fun because it's not overwhelming. There's
All right, I'm trying a flat brush now. I'm trying to see if I can get something
paint
to
strokes.
happen. Yeah, it's just right now, and it could be just the photo. It might not be the best for gouache for me. It might have been something that I would have done better just in colored pencil, but for now, I'm just...
MRX Nub says, I've just started getting into art. How do I progress? I want to do architecture in the future.
Draw a lot. Draw if you want to do architecture, go out and draw buildings
Draw everything
every day.
Party pooper, party popper. I want to ask why you've been reposting a bunch of your videos.
I am in pre-production on my film, and I don't have time to make new content. As it is, I might not be going live much anymore. So we will see.
Let's see. Python Viper says, this is my first time catching your live. I have been missing your lives.
Well, welcome back. Or welcome, sorry.
The Real Abby says, oh my God, thank you for answering my question. I love your channel so much, and I'm here for all your lives. I love y'all. Keep making art.
Thank you.
You're so funny. You guys crack me up. You ask a question, and then you get all excited when we answer the question.
Not everybody answers questions.
I know, it's just cute. They get so excited, and it's very cute. Biddy Buggy says, good morning. Hey, you're back. I remember you. Biddy Buggy says, good morning.
Good
Hope
morning.
you're having a lovely morning.
Same.
Let's see. Prime Initiative. Hey, Scott, I love your streams. I'm a teenage web developer, so I get to work from home and watch your streams while I work.
Oh, that's great. And thank you.
What is your favorite book series?
It would have either been the Princess of Mars or the Narnia.
You liked Princess of Mars. You did like Narnia, too. Oh, Little Nemo.
That's not a book series. That was a comic strip. Cartoon strip.
It was compiled into a book series. Let's see. Gabriella says, for a while I burnt out on art, but watching your videos got me back into it. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
What brush is Scott using now? I can't find it on the supply list.
Oh, I don't really put my brushes on there, but this is a Utrecht number 2.
Okay, YX says, any tips on taking my art career to the next level? I've been working on my style now for over 20 years and feel like I'm doing social media posting and is not working at all. Where could I go next?
Have you tried creating a video content, or are you just posting your art? Because I found that I didn't find my audience until I started creating content, video content. And I think, as I've told some of my friends, I think I'm a better storyteller than I am an artist. And maybe you have that. Maybe there's a better story behind your art than if people just look at your art.
So Collie, we made a film called Animal Crackers. It's out on Netflix. Came out in July of 2020, and it was based on a graphic novel that Scott wrote, and we are getting ready to do a sequel to that film. For those of you who don't know. And there are tips, there are videos, everything I know about watercolor, everything I know about colored pencils, everything I know about markers, everything I know about gouache. Start there. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm having just a really hard time with the transitions. Blow dryer.
Hold on. Oh, Darkness Ridge. Scott got that for me a few years ago on Amazon. That was a birthday present. So you can check there. They like my red panda onesie. Jalapeno says, you're my favorite inspiration for art. I hope you have a great day. And my question is, how do I not get burnt out?
Take breaks. Just take breaks. And if you get burnt out on your art, then try different mediums. Just try something else. Try different subject matters.
Let's see.
And that goes especially for people who just keep drawing their OC over and over and over again.
For people who don't know, what's OC?
Original character.
There you go.
But I think most people here know.
You never know. Let's see. Do we have anything fun planned for the week? Nope, just work.
Yeah.
Hopefully some good phone calls this week. We are usually here for 90 minutes Monday, Wednesday, and Friday starting at 9 a.m. Central Time.
Oh my God, the paint is just not doing anything I need it to do. It's just not. The nose never just materialized, and it's like there's a nose here. There's this shape, and then it goes here. And look, there's a very definite line right there, and it won't show up. And then the nose has this roundness right here, and it's just not. The paint is like, nope, I'm not going to do anything you want.
North Star says, "Sup, man? How's it going?"
Going good. How are you?
What paper are you using right now?
Hot press paper.
What's your favorite superhero comic?
Spider-Man.
Have you ever done digital art, and if so, did you enjoy it?
Yes and no.
Let's see.
You know, like none of this is transitioning well. None of this is blending well. And I don't know why. And this is just...
Scott doesn't use oil paints. That's a Bethany Primrose question.
Yeah.
Anne would like to know what the best watercolors are for a student.
I don't really think it matters if you're a student. You can get whatever cheap ones you can find. Just get good paper. Paper is more important than the paints. But Winsor & Newton, which is what I use, has a student brand. It's called Cotman.
Yeah. What is the part of the face you have the most trouble with?
Right now, every part. But the nose.
You're funny. Are you going to draw Deadpool and Wolverine?
Nah.
God, you've drawn them so many times. Let's see. The emo Smurf is at Michael's. Time to buy a sketchbook and find gouache because I'm curious. Book Lover says, "Is it mean of me to enjoy Scott freaking out over his art? These are my thoughts exactly whenever I rarely do a big project."
It's just like nothing is going the way it should. So I'm just going to come in with some colored pencils and create my own little scratches and whatnots and try to just make it feel
make
like
something out of it.
yeah, it's like I don't know why none of it is working.
Some days it hits and some days it doesn't, babe.
I know. I was in a mood.
If you were gonna draw Edgar Allan Poe, what medium would you use?
I guess a lot of blacks, but I don't know. Depends on the photo reference.
I think it's a mood thing too.
Yeah.
Let's see. What do you think of the announcement of Robert Downey Jr. coming back to the MCU as Doctor Doom in the revamped Fantastic Four?
I don't get it. I think it's stupid, but you know.
You got to look at it from a studio perspective. They might have him under contract.
No, they didn't. They paid him. He's made $1 billion as Iron Man. $1 billion, and he doesn't need the money. And they could have, you know. But I, look, they do what you guys got to do. It's just
Do what you guys got to do.
yeah. I mean, it's a studio. They're gonna do what they're gonna do. I'm maybe Robert Downey Jr. is gonna do a really amazing job, but you know. Doctor Doom was always a bit more of a. He always, in my head, came off as a British person, like like he was Latvian, which is Latvarian. Sorry, so it was like a Eastern European kind of country, and I just always had him with more of an Ian McKellen voice than anything else.
Let's see. Lily says, honestly, Scott, I agree with you. Just keep him as Iron Man. The drawing doesn't look really bad. I mean, it doesn't look bad. You're really good at drawing. Love your art. That's Ian.
Oh, thank you.
Let's see. He is so British. I agree, says Ghost Oracle.
Yeah.
Let's see.
But Doctor Doom's a great villain. He just hasn't been portrayed well on film yet.
You don't think?
No. I mean, there hasn't been a great history for Fantastic Four.
They really haven't done a great job with.
I liked Chris Evans as Human Torch. Mm-hmm. Obviously, I think he was a better Captain America, but
let's see. He was a great Captain America. If you had to pick one person,
Donna.
You're funny. I don't know what you're asking, because it just says if you had to pick one person, does need to be real, or it can be one of yours, or can be real, who would it be? I guess
Donna.
I'd pick you too, honey. I think we've been together so long, nobody else would pick us anyway. We're like gently used human. Plenty of battle scars. Lots of attitude. Doesn't take any crap.
Yeah.
Oh, God. That was funny. I make myself laugh. But
Yes,
you
you
know
do.
I do this. Yes, I do. Let's see. First time joining a live. I am not disappointed.
Oh, well, welcome.
A couple of people have said Marvel needs a comeback. Yeah, Marvel makes enough money. They don't need a comeback. Yeah. The lips are juicy.
Yeah, I'm still working on them. Well, hopefully, maybe I'll find something that works.
Yeah. One of course is Donna. I think my husband and I would agree with what you said. We'd pick each other as well. Let's see. Oh, thanks, Abby Lee. Apparently my laugh is contagious. Let's see. Be careful what you wish for, book lover. I know you like a fine point for your paintbrushes, so I recommend you try out Daler Rowney brushes. I've been using the same ones for years, and they have stayed almost as good as new.
Wow.
Okay, but my question to you, Fi, is do you clean them? Because he's not going to clean them, he's not going to condition them, and he's not going to take care of them. So do you just paint with them and then beat them up and leave them on the table? Because that's what he's going to do. If they need to be in any way coddled or taken care of, he's not going to deal with it. He's got enough to deal with me. He's not going to deal with brushes. Just stating fact. I think that's a Steph nerd question. Who is better, Tupac or Biggie? We're going to let Steph answer that one. Dr. Doom will be a variant of Iron Man, I think. Quacker says, I've had artist block for a year. I kind of want to start, but I don't know what to do, or I don't know what do I start with.
Artist block?
Yeah.
Go to a museum and start copying some works of art. Do some studies.
And his art block was, it was like 10 years.
Yeah.
That you took a break from painting.
Yeah.
From arting. I only rinse them after painting. Okay, so maybe you need to try those brushes.
Maybe.
Yeah. Let me get the name of them down. Let's see. Let me write those down. Do you need brushes?
Yeah, I think we've given up on this being a gouache painting.
Have we? I think it's mixed medium now, right? We've given up on whatever.
I'm about to break out the markers.
Oh, no, you're not. Uh-oh. Oh. Aw, Coral Creates says Scott and Dawn are awesome. We're something. We don't know what we're. Yes, we are doing animal crackers too. Autumn. We are.
Yeah, let's see.
He does rinse them, Ryan. Yes. He rinses them and then he has a little brush holder he puts them in, but he's not going to condition them or anything else. I mean, you know that. You've been around long enough. Let's see. We have not heard of that Irish musician. Steph's not going there. Let's see. First time on a live and it's so wholesome and a wonderful start to the day. What a great encapsulation of your whole vibes channel. Thanks for the smiles.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, Silky says if you don't want to leave your house, you can either go on the website or go on Google Earth to find places to draw/paint. That's what I do. I love that. I recommend that all the time. If you don't or can't leave your house, the Louvre has a collection online that you can go through. The British Museum has a collection online.
Sure, the Met does.
The Met does. Yeah. Exactly. All of the big museums around the world have. You can even Google like the pyramids in Egypt and you can find pictures of those. You can Google whatever you want and find, photos to draw. Fantastic idea, Silky. Let's see. B.I.G says, I've been meaning to say and ask happy Monday to start off the week. What was the one thing that made you happy within the last week or something that you're excited for in the next week? Oh boy, that's a loaded question.
Yeah. Don't know. Our son was sick. He got better. So I guess that made me happy.
Yeah.
He's feeling a little better.
Yeah, I would agree with that one. That was a rough week. He'd been sick for over a week, and that was rough. But I got to spend time with him yesterday. Oh, I made a turkey last night. That was good. I'm gonna go with the simple things. I finished a couple of books, and my son got better, so we'll go with that. Gail says, my husband and I were discussing the Robert Downey Jr. casting. What if the character is a Tony Stark variant that went bad and became Dr. Doom? Like if he was kidnapped from another universe and raised differently. Oh, there's that parallel universe thing again.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. He's removing the clips, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, are we going to just rip this into a million pieces?
We're done.
Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Oh, no. It's going to happen, isn't it? Opinions on capybaras. Hello. Capybaras are amazing. I just started following a person on Instagram, It's like Cappy something or another, like Happy Cappy or something. Oh, capybaras are amazing. Amazing.
All right.
Pinterest, also another great place for photo reference. Has Scott ever painted monarch butterflies?
I don't think I have.
I don't think you have either. I don't think you've ever painted a butterfly. Yeah, I don't know. Yep, even Jay says, I believe the Smithsonian's do copyright or fee free for artists. Yep. We usually start at 9 a.m. Central Time. Biggie confetti. Steph wants you to rip it up. She's ready.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. That was painful. Capybaras are the most chill animals on the planet. I love them so much. Yeah, capybaras are great. Blob says, I'm looking for an artist pen pal to exchange art nationally because I was so inspired by the art you did with Leslie. And there he went. Rest in pieces, says Coral.
Well, sorry guys, it didn't work out, but that's just how it goes sometimes.
Well, it's a Monday.
It was a very Monday.
Anne-Marie says, it never really doesn't hurt, even knowing it's coming. Oh. Well, guys, I think, wait, there's a capybara cafe in Japan I'd love to visit. My wife refers to them as rodents of unusual size. I love your wife. She and I would probably get along very well, Ryan.
All right,
Gail
everybody.
says, dude, I would have bought that from you.
No, I would not have sold it to anybody.
He's just having a pain moment there, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess we're going to be done for today.
Yes, we love you all.
We do.
Have a wonderful Monday.
I'm going to go get him some breakfast so he can shake off this this painting. And we'll see you guys on Wednesday. Have a good one, Oh, and look for a post on the community channel today. A friend of ours is doing is going to be DJing a radio show, and we're going to put all the details in there. And so just look for a post in the community channel later today. That's where you're going to put it, right?
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So just look for that, okay, guys? And we really need some help giving him some love. So follow us for later. Get the man some scones. God needs a snack. He does indeed. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.